Hello everyone, good morning and welcome to Business Connect. And Business Connect is brought to you by 100 Talks, an entrepreneurship media platform that focuses on you. All right, good morning. If you're just joining us, it is Business Connect again, and we have a very special guest with us today. We have Sally Ogbona, the creative director of Inhause Designs Architects. Hello Sally, how are you doing this morning?
Good morning. I'm very well, thank you.
All right, Sally. Now we're just going to go straight into it. I've really introduced, Sally a bit, but I just want you to go into details and just introduce yourself this morning.
Okay, let me take you from maybe my educational background.
Okay.
I graduated from University of Lagos, where I had my BSc.
Okay.
And then I still proceeded to do my master's degree there in environmental science. So straight from there, I always knew I had a flair for the interior aesthetics of buildings.
Okay.
So, we took it from there and we started Inhause about 2018.
Oh, okay.
Just a bit of work in some of the companies. So yeah, that's pretty much about Sally. Inhause started 2018 and it's been a great ride so far. Drawing inspiration from a very passionate place for interior aesthetics of buildings.
Oh wow, that's amazing. So can you just tell us a bit more? So you said it started in 2018. Right. So how has the journey been? Want to have some insights on actually, the creative industry. How has it been? What were the challenges? Just give a brief on that.
Talking about the journey, I would say there's no easy journey. The journey has been full of ups and downs. We've had good experiences and, I started Inhause basically from the scratch. It's a company I grew from, like they would say, maybe nothing, and here we are today, still building the brand. So it's been really challenging in some aspects of it based on saying, I started from scratch, not too much capital. But so far, it's been a great journey so far. Met lots of interesting people along the way. Right. All
right. So we're just going to go straight. So I believe that there's some myths that surround, the creative industry. Do you know any of that? You want to shed more light on that? And how you've been able to overcome those myths about the creative industry?
Yeah, definitely. The myth, I would say, one of my favorite myths is, people think it's the lazy artist thing. They tend to think those who are in the creative industry are not really... It's not really work.
Yeah.
But in my opinion, any work is a work. If your livelihood depends on it, it's definitely a job. And there's lots of critical thinking that goes into because trust me, creatives are very logical people. People don't realize that because they see the outcome looks really fancy, really easy, but it's quite a lot of hard work. So that's a myth that needs to be debunked.
Yeah, definitely needs to be debunked. Any other ones or?
There's another one I am not too sure is popular in this part of the world, but some people have the idea that creatives they need a lot of capital, that they need to have lots of funding.
Okay.
But I like to debunk that because, lots of creative people are out there, and because of that ideology, they feel, I can't start because I don't have enough yet. And all that. So you really don't need that much to start. Like they try to paint it that, the creative industry, you need lots of capital to begin. Because trust me, you just need to start with whatever you have.
All right. And you've spoken about capital. Just going straight into my next question about how is the financial opportunities? What is it like as a creative? Have you benefited from any financial, opportunity that maybe the country or any private sector has actually presented?
Personally, I know that some people have access to loans or grants here and there. Being a past winner current winner of 25 under 25, I would say that's the only platform I've gotten so far when you want to talk about maybe pushing you out there, but not really a financial grant for me, because like I said earlier, I started it by myself. I just grew the business from what I had at the moment. I had saved enough capital after working here and there, and I just grew it till where we are today. So I'm not really aware of what I could tell creatives to key into, but I do know with lots of research, some banks and some other private sectors are offering lots of grants.
All right. We're just going to go back to what you said at the beginning of the thing. You were talking about the myths of, how people think there's so much capital, you need so much capital, and then financial, opportunities in the industry. So we know that, the creative industry is growing in Nigeria, and, it's growing so much, and, there's so much about it. So I want to ask for you in particular, how do you source your materials? Do you source them locally? Do you source them, do you import? Where do you think the importation and exports, is going for creative industry in Nigeria?
Right. That's a great question. And, talking about materials and my sector, it's the interior design sector. It is relative to your clients. So the Interior Design Association of Nigeria, they are, recommending we stick to locally produced items, materials, because then we're promoting the Made in Nigeria brand. Yeah. And then for export, you have lots of upcoming small manufacturers who are actually doing big things. And that's actually a really growing sector at the moment. But some clients also want us to, sometimes import. So we have sources from Turkey, Italy. We have lots of various countries we're affiliated to because they're able to give us materials. But then, because, if you're aware, there's a furniture ban in Nigeria. So we're able to just export or import materials and then make locally fabricated items here. So it's a growing sector, and, I'm encouraging everyone to, tap into it. And it's a win for all.
Right, that's amazing. And you spoke, because there's not obviously not a lot of people know so much about creative industry, especially only if you're actually in the industry to know so much about it. So you spoke. So how is there any regulation that really affects doing business for you, as as opposed to you spoke about the ban and everything. So what do you think that could be done to actually help the creative industry, especially in Nigeria? What do you think can be done to actually help, and also make life easier, make business more
Well, that would be a question for those at the top. That would be a question for those at the top. But in my opinion, I would just say, those in the creative industry, if you're out there and you have something that you're dying to start, but you really don't know about how to go about it, just start. Just go through the right means. Make your resources. Check online. Get a mentor. It's very important to get a mentor in, the sector you're looking into, even if it's, interior design, if it's, the music sector, just, the creative arts. You just need to find someone who would, advise you and tell you things you need to do. So it's not really, I won't say there's any restraint or anything to start. The main thing is start, do your right findings, go the right way, register your business, and take it from there.
Yeah, I mean, you've actually just kind of answered my next question. I was going to ask you, what do you think are the, the do's and don'ts of creatives in that industry? But I think you said
most of it.
Most of it, really. I think you said most of it. But I want to for you to just push further on the don'ts. Like, what do you think people shouldn't do in that industry?
Okay, I'll just make it a bit fun. The don'ts, I would say, it's firstly, don't think you know it all. Don't think oh yeah, I have a master's and I'm the king of the brand. No, don't think you know it all. And like my mom will always tell me, there is no friend or enemy in business. So if you're in business, always make sure you're professional as possible. Don't, this client, don't be unprofessional. That's just all I can tell you. And don't eat with 10 fingers. Always have something for your business to fall on. Always have a support system. Whatever you're doing, have savings.
Those are amazing tips, really.
That's the only thing your business can fall on.
All right, because of our time is fast spent. We're just going to ask you one last question. So, where do you see yourself in 5-7 years? What is the future for Sally? What is the future for Inhause design?
Okay, hopefully on Forbes list, and definitely.
Sally said it here, guys.
And also, I would say in the next 5 to 10 years, I'm looking to go into big time manufacturing, like I mentioned earlier. I would like to be a brand to be reckoned with for, high quality made in Nigeria items for my sector. And and hopefully we'll be able to diversify into exportation and, become a global brand.
All right. That's so amazing. Well, thank you so much, Sally, for joining us today.
Thank you.
It was really amazing. I know everyone learned so much from what Sally had to say to us today. If you want to go into the interior design, do you have an Instagram?
Oh, sure.
Or something you can just,
Instagram is, Inhouse Design Architects. That's at INHAUS DESIGN, and architects as architects,
Okay, so if you need furniture or you need some designs, you can just, hit them up on Instagram and, they would sort you out. So, all right, thank you for joining us again on Business Connect.
It's a pleasure.
Do join us every week, Wednesdays by 9 a.m. to just discuss so much and, learn so much from experienced entrepreneurs and how to do business in Nigeria. And follow us on at SME100 Africa on Instagram and also at 100talks.ng to learn so much about entrepreneurship and everything about doing business. My name is Pelumi Folorunsho and I've been your host for today. And don't stop talking business. See you next week. Have an amazing day.